Hello, today we're going to do Module 6 in Word. This is the textbook project using mail merge. Our objectives are explaining the mail merge process, use mail merge wizard in the mailings tab on the ribbon, use a letter template as the main document for a mail merge, create and edit a recipient list in a data source, insert merge fields in a main document, use the if field in a main document, merge form letters, select recipients to merge, sort a recipient list, address and print mailing labels and envelopes, change the page orientation, merge all data to a directory, and then convert text to a table. And then, of course, the reason why we're doing a personalized letter is because people don't want to get a letter that says, "Dear Sir," or "Dear Madam," or "To whom it may concern." They want it to be personalized. So this allows us to personalize letters, flyers, any type of thing that you might want to do in Microsoft Word, you can use mail merge to do. So this is what we're going to end up with. We're going to have a main document, which is our form letter. Then we're going to have a merge document with all 5 of our letters in our database that we're going to use those addresses from. We're going to have the data source, and then we're going to have the different elements within the document that we're going to be changing in our mail merge. So let's start. Okay, so start Word and create a blank document in the Word window. We've done that. Print layout button status is not selected. Select it. I have it in print layout view already. Our show hide button, I don't have that turned on, so let me turn the show hide button on. Display the same page, the same width. I have the page the same width as the screen that I'm using. And verify my ruler is on. My ruler is on. If I don't have that on, I would click on view, and then I would click on show, and then I would make sure my ruler is turned on. Okay. So we're identifying the main document for form letters. The first step in the mail merge process is to identify the type of document you're creating for the main document. Typical installations of Word support 5 types of main documents: letters, email messages, envelopes, labels, and a directory. In this section of the module, we're going to create letters as the main document. Later in this module, we will specify labels and a directory as the main document. So to start the mail merge wizard, we're going to click on the Mailings tab. Click on the Start Mail Merge button. Click the step-by-step mail merge wizard. Our mail merge pane opens up, and it's displaying step 1 of 6 right here at the bottom. Ensure that letters is selected, and then click the next starting document link at the bottom of the mail merge pane to display step 2. So we're going to go down here under step 1 and click the next button, and now we have step 2. It says click start from a template, so we're going to click start from template, and then it says click the select template box, so I'm going to click that. Then it says click the letters tab, so we're going to click the letters tab to display the letter, and then click the timeless letter, which shows a preview of the selected template in the preview area. So we're going to click on the timeless letter. This is our template that we're going to use to start with. Step 4 says click OK to display the letter document. And it's loaded it in there for us now. If necessary, click the undo button on the quick access toolbar to reset your name content control at the bottom of the letter. Mine's right here, so I'm going to click the undo button. So it puts your name here as the content control. It says print the document shown on the screen so you can easily see the entire letter contents. We do not need to do that. You can see the content here. If you want to read through it, then pause, take time to look at it. But it's basically a letter. We have our image. We have our contact information here. This is the sender's information. Then You're going to have the date line, the location for the inside address. This is the recipient's name and the recipient's address. The salutation, which is this is one of the things we'll be changing along with the address. Then we have the information, and there might be a content control in there as well. And then we have our signature block at the bottom. To change theme colors is the next step. It says click design, then themes, no, theme colors. So we're going to click on colors, orange, red. Okay, now to enter and format the sender information. The next step is to enter the sender's contact information at the top of the letter. You'll use the company placeholder text for the sender's name. You'll delete the fax and website placeholders because the sender doesn't have a fax or a website. Then you will change the font size of the text following the steps to enter. Step 1, select the placeholder company. And you type Dwayne Jackman. And then we have the address. Telephone, we're going to type in cell instead of telephone. And we're going to select the placeholder for telephone and type in the phone number. We're deleting the fax label. So we're deleting the word fax and the fax label. I'm using the delete key on my keyboard. Then on the email, I'm going to type DJ97 at Cengage.net. And we're deleting the website placeholder. Hit the delete key on your keyboard. Increase the font size of the name to 14 points. 14 points. Decrease the font size of the street address, cell phone, and email address to 9 points. Select the name and all contact information to bold it. Let me do that again. My shortcut didn't pop up. There we go. Bold. To change the picture and format it, the current picture and the text letter contains the text replaced with logo, so we're going to click on that. It says to right click it to change the picture, so we'll right click the picture. We'll go over here to change picture. Now, this is from online sources, and you're going to find the Carecas, but I'm going to use the one that we downloaded. Okay, so if you scroll down through images, download the image and stuff, but if you cannot locate the same image, then there's one that you can download from here. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to download it, and then I'm going to pick up on step 5 to change the shape, height, and width. So right click it, change the picture from a file, and I'm going to go over here to my downloads folder and pick the Carecas that we downloaded. Click insert. It's going to insert that. Now it's going to change the height and the shape of the tool picture. So we're going to go to picture format and then picture tools, and we're going to put 0.97 or 0.92. And the width is 0.74. Okay. Turn the page. Now we're going to shade the cells. Position the insertion point in the contact information. So this is our upper left cell. And it says to view grid lines if we need to. So I'm going to click on view grid lines so I can see all my grid lines. It is turned on, so I have all my grid lines showing. There we go. Now if I click on it, I can see it. So this is the first cell I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go over here to table design. I'm going to click on shading. Click dark red, accent 2, darker 25. So shading, dark red, accent 2, and darker 25. With the contact information selected, change the font color. So I still have that selected. So now I'm going to go over here to home and font color, and I'm going to click background white, or white background 1. Position the insert point in the cell with the picture. Click the shading arrow again. And it's going to be gray accent lighter 60. Gray accent 5 lighter 60. Lighter 60. Okay. Position the insertion point on the paragraph mark below the shaded cell to select the rectangle drawing object. This one. And we're going to shape fill. Shape format. Fill. And text, gray text 2 lighter 40. Always forget where that silly thing is. Gray text 2 lighter 40. There we go. Gray text 2 lighter 60, lighter 40. Okay. Now it says to hide the table grid lines. So we're going to make sure our table is selected. Go to layout and uncheck the view grid lines. And then it unchecks it. Now to change the margin settings. And I just noticed that my font sizes are wrong. When I edited this document or this video, I'll need to go back and fix that in just a moment. The timeless letter template uses a 1.9 inch top, 0.75 inch bottom. Left and right, you want the form letter to use a 1 inch top and bottom. Left and right margins 1.25. So let's do that. So we'll click here. That's the date content control. Then we're going to do the display layout tab. Go to margins. Click on custom margins. And then we're going to type in 1 here. And then bottom is 1. And then left is 1.25. I'm using the tab key to go from one cell to the other. 1.25. And then I'm going to click on OK. And that's changed our margins. Turn the page. And now it says to specify the position of a graphic. So we're going to click the rectangle shape to select it. So we have the whole thing selected. Now we're going to go to the button here. And we're going to go to see more. Right here, see more link to display the position. Click the absolute position in the vertical. So absolute position in the vertical. We want it 1 inch below the top of the page. 1 inch below the top of the page. So it should look just like this, 1 inch below the top of the page. And then we're going to click the OK button. And that positions it down 1 inch below the top of the page. I'm going to take the time right now to fix my font sizes. Okay, I've gone back and made the edit to change my font size correctly to this is supposed to be 14 and this font size is 9. I apologize, my edit. I did not do that in the second edit. Okay, so to create a folder while saving. You've performed several tasks while creating this project and thus should save it so you don't lose all of the work. The following steps assume you already have created a folder called CIS 101 for your class. It contains a Word folder and module folders. If you want to save this and all other documents created in this module folder called Job Hunting folder, the following steps create the folder during the process of saving the document. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to click the File, Save As, or Display Save As, and Save Location. Not worry about that right now. We're just going to type in the name SCWD6 Jackman cover letter. File name. Now we're going to go to New Folder. And we're going to call it Job Hunting. And click on Open. And it didn't open it. Where did it go? Job Hunting. There we go. Now we have the Save As button. We're in the Job Hunting folder, and we're going to click on Save. Okay, and it saved it. Creating a data source. The data source is the file that contains the variable or changing values from one merged document to the next. A data source can be an Access data table, an Outlook context list, or an Excel worksheet. If the necessary and properly organized data already exists in one of these Office programs, you can instruct Word to use the existing file as a data source for the mail merge document. Otherwise, you can create a new data source using one of these programs. So that's what we're going to do. And this is what our data source looks like. And we have the different names. Each column is called a field, and each field has a field name. So now we're going to create a new source. So we're going to click Next to select recipients. Right here, Next to select recipients. And since we don't have an existing list, we're going to type a new list, which is this button here. And then we're going to click the Create Link. That's why we're putting everything in a specific folder in our computer. Okay, so now we've got the Create. Then we're going to click the Customize Columns button. It gives us all these different custom names. We're going to click the country or region. And then we're going to delete it. Click Yes to delete it. Click the Home Phone fields to select, and we're going to delete that as well. These aren't needed for our purposes. And use the same procedure to delete the work phone, email, and address. So work phone and email address. Click the company name and the field names to select the field to be renamed. So company name. We'll click the rename button. And we're going to call it organization name. Okay, to rename it. Click the Add button to add a field. And we're going to type in the word position. Click OK to close the add field. You notice position pops up just like in here. And asks if you can change the position. Yes, you can. With the position field selected, click the move down button 5 times. So position button selected, move down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it goes to the very bottom. Click the add button to display the field again. Type product sold. Click the OK to customize the address list. Now click on OK to customize the address list. Now type Miss and press Tab. So the title here is Miss. Tab first name is Alicia Briggs, Wilton Health Solutions. Address line is 120 Sunrise Lane. Tab. Press tab twice to leave the secondary address empty, and now we're in the city. Make sure you capitalize both the L and the A. And then the pharmaceutical sales representative is the position. The position we're applying for. And then the type of code or type of product is sold as T. So we'll hit Tab, and I'm going to put a capital T. It should look like this. Now press the Tab to add a new record. So I'm going to hit Tab because I'm at the end of these fields. And now it adds a new record. And now we're going to start with the second record, Mr. Tan. Oops, hold on. Rudy Tan Barton Medical 8839 More Boulevard Suite 22B Covington, Louisiana 70434. Press tab to position. Sales representative. And product sold, they sell M. Next one, Mr. Sam Steinberg. I spelled that wrong. REPRESENTATIVE. And product sold is T. We have another one. This is going to be Miss Hi, Tipton Lab. Gulfport, Mississippi. Notice that I skipped the address line too. And 39501. Entry. And then another one. And then PO Box 980. Baton Rouge. Louisiana. 70801. And this is it. Okay, now we're going to click OK to save the address list. Address list file log box is popping up. And by default, it saves it into my data sources folder. In this module, you will save the data source in the job listing folder you created earlier. Okay. So we're going to go to I think it was in documents, wasn't it? And job hunting. And then we're going to go down here and then we're going to type in SCWD underscore 6 underscore 7 prospective employers. Okay. And we've already navigated to the job hunting folder. I did that first before I started typing it. Then click Save. So we'll click on Save. And it has saved it for us now.